He's the amazing Dr. Gray. He's Mr. Organized. He can organize your life too. And if rash develops, discontinue use.
This is the world famous pop culture show with Dr. J
and Patricia Ray
on New HD Radio, bringing you all the pop culture news and business stuff and gossip you could stomach.
That's
Hello,
right.
Patricia Ray. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm getting ready. You know, this is going to be a big weekend. There's a huge protest. The No Kings March is on Saturday. And they're expecting over the last one reached 7 million. And so they're thinking that at least 2.5% will really make a difference. So I think that it'll reach at least 12 million.
Well,
12 million.
I'm glad they do it on a weekend because, you know, they always hold up the freeways. So you wouldn't want to do this on a Monday morning.
No.
Or Friday afternoon.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of hard to get people on your side at that point. It's like, look, I'm trying to go
That's
home.
right. But this is a time for unity and to come out and get some, like, charge yourself up to go out there and fight the good fight, the democratic fight. You know, we're still fighting for all kinds of things, you know.
Truth, justice, and the American way.
Yeah. TSA still not getting paid, but
and they're shutting down airports, and I don't see why people are still traveling. I mean, I don't like to fly or travel a lot, especially if I'm not making no money. So I find it hard that people are still trying to do this. I would have been like, the hell with my plans. I'm not going anywhere. And people are still moving.
Because TSA is still not getting paid. The airline flight attendants threatened to strike, and so then the administration said, yes, you know, that $10 billion that slush fund we have on the side, let's use that to pay TSA. And it passed in the Senate, but didn't pass in the Congress. They nixed it. So here we go again.
Here we go again. Well, I thought it was interesting. One of the stories I heard, because, you know, I'm a big workplace business guy, and they were talking about that some of these TSA guys, obviously guys and gals, are calling in sick, and they said they could face penalties and be written up for calling in sick, because obviously you get so many sick days, and after that, people can write you up. And I think the unmitigated gall. It's like, dude, you're gonna write me up for showing up to a job? You know,
I'm not getting paid for it. They're sleeping in their cars. They're going without meals so they could pay their children. And ICE, DHS is patrolling the airports, which they're supposed to be there helping, but they're sitting there watching and snacking and just doing nothing.
In organizational behavior. In organizational behavior, we had a thing called the psychological contract. And it was a theory thing. Basically, a psychological contract says if an employee shows up and does their job and the employer creates a safe working environment for you to do your job, ultimately, you're supposed to get paid. That's what we call organizational behavior as the psychological contract. I show up, you create an environment for me to show up. I'm safe, I'll do my job, and I get paid. And the fact that you say, I'm going to write you, you can potentially be written up for showing up to a job, for not showing up to a job, I'm not getting paid for. That is bold. That is so bold. I couldn't believe my ears when I heard that. I'm like, really? You got to write somebody up? You're paying me. I'm volunteering my time, basically. And they say they still get paid. If you show up and don't call in sick, they owe you back pay. But good luck in tracking that paperwork, right? I mean, you know, I don't want, and gas is off the hinges. Now I'm not getting paid to show up. I got to pay all this gas to go to work. I'm not getting paid.
They're sleeping in their cars at the airport so they don't have to pay for gas to go back and forth because they don't have money.
And, you know, in news, and quickly, we just talk about the union contracts, SAG and AFTRA, you know about this stuff. But newscasters are under a different contract. because newscasters are not allowed to strike because they need to be handy in case all hell breaks loose to report stuff.
They need to report the havoc that's going on.
The havoc that's going on.
Administration.
So they can't strike. It's a slightly different part of their contract to say you can't strike. I think the same thing should go for TSA people. That's the part of the government that can't shut down. You just can't shut down, okay? Because you have to keep the operations going on. And someone said something I thought was very interesting. They said, listen, when people are waiting in 4-hour lines and you have less TSA officers, the potential for a terrorist attack comes up because now you don't have enough eyes to pay attention to what's going on.
But it's much more important to win your battles by squashing the people.
Squashing people. Yeah, there you go.
That's right.
Yeah, that never works. Okay. Well, there you go. You're going to be out protesting tomorrow?
I have my T-shirt and I got my sign. I got my sign ready. I got a good sign.
Protest enough for Dr. J because I won't be out there.
I know. Everybody,
I'll be there in spirit, but I'm not going to be out there.
Everybody has to do their part, and they do it in their own way.
Yeah,
I like to go out and protest because I like the community. I like the sense of empowerment. I like to feel like I'm making a difference. I like to make noise. And it takes my anger out of a place into a community where I can voice it. You know what I mean? Because I can't. How many times can I complain to my partner or my friends or you at some point you don't want to kill every party and every conversation with politics, but it's a place for you to go and let that anger and that resentment, and it makes you feel like you are doing something. You're being part of the fabric that is what we're fighting for.
And speaking of a platform to make things heard, I mean, social media.
Oh, they didn't have a good week, social media, let me tell you.
No,
they had a very, very bad week in a landmark case. The first of its kind, reported by the New York Times. Meta had to pay out $4.2 million in a case. Now, Meta is Instagram and Facebook and YouTube were both named in this lawsuit. YouTube is owned by Google.
Mm-hmm.
In the lawsuit again that was brought against them by a 20-year-old plaintiff, her name is KGM, who accused the social media companies of being as addictive as cigarettes, that led her to a depression, anxiety, body dysmorphia, and suicidal ideology. She became addicted since she was 6 years old. She was a victim of harassment and bullying at school. So social media became like a big part of her life. She was able to use the filters and like help herself feel prettier about herself. But this case is actually one of thousands of cases that are being brought against Meta and YouTube by the schools and the attorney generals in many of the states for creating a product that is addictive. And they're saying that one of the methods that they use is the infinite scroll. The algorithm recommendations. Could you notice when you like something or you watch something for a little while, all of a sudden you get a lot of things about beauty products, or you get things about fitness, or you get things about calluses. That's all intentional.
Oh, absolutely.
And autoplay.
Yeah.
So YouTube argued that they're not a social media platform, actually, that they shouldn't be in this lawsuit. This lawsuit also included TikTok and Snap, which owns Snapchat, but TikTok and Snapchat settled out of court. Meta and YouTube thought that they would do well in court, that they were going to be able to win this case because they claimed kind of like a freedom of speech, which is Article 201 or something like that.
Yeah.
And they said, well, we are allowed to say whatever we want. But the judge Judge Carolyn Kuhl, she ruled and she disagreed. She said that this isn't about speech protection. This is about product design. And
Absolutely.
they had information. The investors and the people on the board, they had information that their products were hurting children and harming them, and they still didn't change any of the regulations, didn't change any of the way they use the platform to get people to how do you call it when you pimp out the platform? Anyways,
so many words you could go.
I know, there. Right? So, among the school districts and the state attorney generals, they used her lawyer used a personal liability playbook that was used against the big tobacco companies like a few decades ago.
Yeah, I heard that.
Arguing that these companies created an addictive product that harms users. They're also this win is a really good win for them, because on Wednesday as well, they had to pay out $375 million, Meta and YouTube, on another case.
Which is nothing.
It's a drop in the bucket to them. That also won this case, but they claimed that social media is violating state laws by failing to safeguard users against child predators. That was awarded on Tuesday. So all of those other cases now have like legs to stand on because of these two cases they won. A while ago, the Surgeon General had even called for warning labels on social media. That never came to pass. But, we're like one of the only countries in the world that doesn't have any regulations on social media. Social media is banned in countries for young users, like underage users in many other countries.
I wish they banned it from me. I wish I can get banned from social media. I really do. That's the only way I can stop and get better. I want to be banned. I want Meta to say, Dr. J, no more. No more, Dr. J.
If I'm going to admit, me as an adult, I'll spend sometimes 2, 3, 4 hours on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube.
Good Lord, Patricia.
Reading the news, reading about things, products, information. I'm always doing research, but if I spend that kind of time on social media, and I realize that the algorithms are in place to keep me attached to the phone, to keep me scrolling, to keep me addicted, to keep me interested, how are you not going to addict a child?
Well, my thing about this is that they're gonna appeal. And Mike Zucky baby, he could write a check for that. Zuckerberg, he could write a check for this out of his own personal account for $300 million. But they're gonna stand firm because this is how dare you. And what makes me so upset about this, not to make me upset, is the fact that he's worth like $100 billion. Mm-hmm. When do you ever get to the point where you say, I'm worth $100 billion?
I don't need any more money.
Screw this. I'm not gonna fight this fight. I can go off and just do something else. I mean, what's the point in having hundreds of billions of dollars in the bank of personal wealth if you're going to go ahead and fight the court system and fight this? When do you just walk away like a blackjack dealer in Vegas going on break, be like, okay, whatever, you got me.
You know what?
$300 million, I'll settle suits.
Yeah,
I'll just walk away.
You're right. God forbid they say you're right. It is addictive. We do target children. We do use practices that keep you scrolling and addicted and keep you coming back.
And we can change. We'll change it. Fine.
What
pay
is
these people
wrong
their
with
money.
saying
We'll
that?
change it. Yeah, we'll change it for a few years.
They had to pay the money anyways. Actually, the jury, they had only awarded a $1.2 million settlement on the personal defacement part, because there was two parts. The jury actually doubled it and made it $3 million. That's how much they were like.
I mean, which is
bullshit.
And just walk away. Just Just walk away. I mean, what? Like I said, I'll say it again. What's the point in having that much money if you just can't say, screw it, you're right, you got me. You got me. I've been doing this for a long time. I'm
And what
surprised it
about
took y'all this long.
leaving the world a better place? Why do you want to hurt children? Why do you want to make create a society that's completely addicted to scrolling, to being on the internet, to having actually no social skills? Children don't even communicate anymore. They can't go out. They can't do anything. They can't look you in the eye.
Zuckerberg, you can't take it with you. And you're not going to live forever, okay?
And he has children, I'm sure his children have restrictions on how they can use Instagram and Facebook and YouTube and TikTok and Snapchat.
Well, we'll see where this goes. You've got the world famous Pop Culture Show with me, Dr. J.
And Patricia Ray.
On New HD Radio.
That's right.
You've got the world famous Pop Culture Show with Dr. J.
And Patricia Ray.
On New HD Radio.
That's right.
So glad you're here, Patricia Ray. You look marvelous. Did I tell you how marvelous you look today?
Oh, thank you, darling. It's my face cream.
You look marvelous.
I do face exercises and gua sha, and I drain my lymphatic system every day. Listen, this
I
is
thought
a
it was just natural. I just thought you woke up like this.
61-year-old face. Come on.
61.
She's looking good.
Lord. Yeah, you're looking good for 61.
For any age. Thank you very
much. For any age.
That's what
you
you're
can play
supposed to
30.
say.
You can play 25.
That's right.
Well, some 10-year-old kids will think you're 25.
That's
our
right.
kids have no idea what age is. They'll be like, wow, you're old. You're 25.
Oh my God, you're 25.
Thank
You're
you.
so old. I'm like, dude, I have underwear that's 25. Okay.
Okay. Now you're an actress, and let's do some
Oscars.
I didn't see your name nominated for the Oscars. Anywhere. You didn't win
Unfortunately.
this year.
I did not.
I was waiting for you to win. I wanted something amazing to happen where all of a sudden nominees Patricia Ray. Wouldn't that be funny? They'll say Patricia Ray, Best Actress, and it cut to a shot of you in your living room eating a bowl of chips and rollers in your hair. Like, what? That'd be a great skit.
What?
Really? Okay. And so you didn't win, but some people did win. And I actually enjoyed this Oscars. I enjoyed it. Did you enjoy it? I actually enjoyed it.
I thought it was boring. I thought they needed to be more musical numbers.
They did shaft all the other music people, which is usually the most entertaining part of the Oscars.
That is correct.
So they only,
Yeah, and I mean, Conan O'Brien, he was all right. He kept it kind of safe. He did have a couple of, Trump jokes, which are funny.
I like the joke he said about his wife told him that in tears, she told him that him and Brad Pitt are the same age. I thought that was funny. But quickly back to the songs. I love Sinners, but that song was Sinners. I don't think that was worth a nomination.
Yeah,
I really don't think that was worth a nomination. I don't understand the song.
The Demon Hunter Slayer song won.
Sinners, that wasn't a very good song. That was a good song. Sinners was not a great song. The song nominated, in my opinion.
No.
I like the montage in the movie about how all the old styles of dance and black culture.
In the movie, it's the actual
in the movie,
but not at the Oscars.
Not at the stage. It all kind of like whatever. I mean, I didn't care for it. And so, what do you think? Did you how was your Oscar bingo scorecard turn out?
Actually, I was pretty on the money. So 2 weeks ago, March 15th, the Oscars were aired.
We're all late.
NBC. And the big picture
ABC,
was
not NBC.
No surprise because it was one battle after another. Paul Thomas Anderson directed it. Leonardo DiCaprio's in it. Actually, Sean Penn won for Best Actor.
Of course.
Tiana Taylor won the Golden Globe, she did not win the best supporting actress for this.
Strange. Did you see her kind of like irritating Leo at the time? She was clapping all enthusiastic, and I have no problem with her for doing it. I know she got hit for doing that, but I was tripping how Leo never looked at her. He always kind of looked away.
Into an argument with some guy who she said pushed her at the Oscars.
I saw that. I don't know what that was about.
She really tried to make it about her, like, and kind of like get some attention because she didn't win. But anyways, so yeah, so Best Picture was one bet after another. That was no surprise because it's about immigration.
Paul Thomas Anderson is I think he's a fabulous filmmaker, but he's a weird dude. That dude is weird. He's
I think filmmakers are weird.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't know he was with Maya Rudolph. That's the big takeaway I got from the Oscars. I didn't know they were really.
Yeah, okay. That's interesting. And Maya Rudolph is the daughter of that famous black
Minnie Riperton. Minnie Riperton. Yeah, back down memory lane.
Her father is a famous producer. What's his name?
I don't know her father. Her mother's Minnie Riperton. She sung the song. Back down memory lane, I see the happiness. I see the pain.
Father's very famous. He is.
He's white. It's because he's white and he's famous.
Richard Rudolph, a famous musician, publisher, producer. Anyway,
her mother died when she was very young too. Her mother died like in the early 80s when she was just a little girl.
So the big surprise to me, because I thought for sure Timothée Chalamet was going to walk away with the Oscar, but 2 weeks before the Oscar, he said that the arts, the ballet and the opera are useless arts, and he got so much backlash for that. I don't know if that influenced his win or not, but Michael B. Jordan stepped up to the podium and he got an Oscar instead. And that, I think, was the biggest upset of the whole night. The fact that Michael B. Jordan won.
I think Michael always had that locked down. And not just because it's performance,
I didn't
but
even
he's
like him in that
super
movie.
nice guy. He's a super nice guy.
Nice, but he could not play one twin, never mind the other twin. I couldn't
Patricia Ray.
I could not tell the difference between the twins.
Oh, Patricia Ray,
Rock and
stop
roll,
it.
baby. Happy Friday, Mr. J.
Happy Friday,
live, right?
Mateo.
I am magnetic. So
magnetic.
You want me on your cast, all right? Love you.
What is he drinking? It's early in the morning. Okay.
It's
a
the
breakfast
weekend.
margarita?
I'm drinking wine.
Patricia Ray, how dare you? I mean, come on. You can tell. Smoking stack.
I could not tell the difference between the two twins.
Okay, let me tell you my big Oscar thing. Okay, and like I said, I love Sinners. I didn't care for the song nominated.
I did not like that movie.
Ryan won Best Original Screenplay, which is interesting because I'm about to blow your socks off. You wearing socks?
Blow my socks off, baby.
Okay. When I first saw Sinners in the first 30 minutes, especially when the vampires started getting about, you know what movie popped in my mind? From Dusk Till Dawn.
Oh, with Salma Hayek?
With Quentin Tarantino and George Clooney.
No.
Because if you've ever seen, did you see From Dusk Till Dawn?
Of course.
It's two brothers, criminal backgrounds, go to a bar with vampires. One ends up getting sucked by a vampire and turned into a vampire and has to be killed.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought From Dusk Till Dawn. I Googled that, and come to find out, Ryan did address the issue, and he did say it was a bit of a homage to that. Homage. Sorry. Homage to that.
Hummus.
So
a bit of a hummus.
Not a bit of a hummus. But so the fact that I thought when that came out, it'd be like, well, that's what I saw. If anyone who's seen From Dusk to Dawn, there's a lot of similarities other than them not being twin. Quentin Tarantino and George Clooney could never play twins, obviously. But then Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito did, so who knows? But he did win for original screenplay, which kind of shocked me because this is like a little take of it. But
exactly.
But congratulations! So you didn't like the movie? You didn't like Sinners?
I didn't like the movie.
Oh, I didn't know that.
You know what? I do think was right on the money, spot on, was the cinematography. Autumn Durrell Arkapow. She won for first female of color, first female, and then
Period.
first female of color to
To
ever
win.
win an Oscar for cinematography. That movie was beautiful. It was shot in anamorphic. It was stunning. That's the most impressive thing about the movie. It was absolutely stunning. The shots, the movement, the camera movement, the lighting, everything was gorgeous. As far
And the
as the
first, you give
story,
sh-
I could not. I could not.
Well,
And
I want
the
to give props
acting,
to
I could
Ernest
not.
Dickerson. Ernest Dickerson should have been the first person of color to win cinematography for Do the Right Thing back in 1989, but I ain't gonna bring up old
He ain't gonna
wounds.
say it because
He
he
ain't gonna say
already
it.
said it.
Yeah.
hmm
Okay.
So then
But
we
and
got
also the quickly about Sinners, the girl nominated for the best supporting actress. I think you can't pronounce her name.
I
She
don't
should
remember her
have
name.
not been nominated. I thought the girl who's the Caucasian girl in Sinners should have been nominated for
The
best
girl that
supporting actress.
passes, the one that he was in love with,
Yes,
that he
I
left her
thought.
behind.
Yes, and she turned into a vampire.
Mm-hmm.
I thought she should have been nominated for best supporting actress because her role was bigger and her acting performance was on. So I think they nominated the wrong person for that category.
I agree.
Okay.
So
Well, carry
best
on.
actor was Michael B. Jordan. Sinners. All right. Best
Woohoo!
actress, Jessie Buckley. I had that in the bag, hands down. I knew no one was going to touch that performance, even though I thought Sentimental Value, that movie was absolutely gorgeous, beautiful. All the acting was stellar, but I just knew that she was going to get best actress. Jessie Buckley was incredible.
Mhm.
Big surprise here. Best supporting actress, Amy Madigan in Weapons. I did not see that. I thought for sure either Tiana Taylor or one of the actress from Sinners was going to get it. I did not see Amy Madigan winning, even though she was wonderful and creepy. But I didn't. That was actually a big surprise. Best supporting actor. I didn't see that either because I thought the gentleman from Sentimental Value was going to win that.
I knew Delroy Lindo was not going to win that. I knew he was not. I don't think he should have been nominated, to be fair. He's a great actor. Delroy Lindo is a great actor, but I do not think he should have been nominated. I don't think he should have been nominated for that role at all.
Stellan Skarsgård. I thought he had it in the bag. He did not. Sean Penn walked away with the Oscar. He wasn't even there. He was in Russia. What's in Russia? Ukraine. He was in Ukraine having talks with some of the Ukrainian leaders.
Because that's what he does.
That's what he does. That's how he rolls. They gave him a Oscar that they made out of metal from the war that they melted down in like a commemorative kind of way, and he was very honored. Original song was Golden from K-pop Demon Hunters. Like you said, original score was from Sinners, written by Ludwig Göransson. Animated film was K-pop Demon Hunters. The speech was actually very moving. The Korean producer and filmmakers, they were, so surprised and so humbled by the fact that a Korean movie had such reach.
Mm-hmm.
Documentary film was Mr. Nobody Against Putin. So those were the big winners.
No.
Falling asleep. There he is. Falling asleep.
You might as well tell the best winner for documentary short. Which one was that?
Oh, short. That was something. But yep, that's how you do. And then you said that the Oscars are actually moving from the Hollywood and Highland Theater, the Colby Theater, Kodak Theater, downtown.
They struck a deal, the Academy with AEG, and they will have the Oscars starting in 2029 at LA Live, which means that, wow, they're going to have downtown. My God, the traffic.
Oh, God, no.
And I didn't get into details on the story about why they thought this was a good idea. Maybe it holds more people. Maybe they're trying to, help downtown LA build up its style, because, you know, if you're going to have the Oscars there, they're obviously going to have to spruce the place up.
Clean up the neighborhood, clean up the area.
Move Skid Row down like 3 blocks further.
Excuse me, you're going to need to be homeless on the next block.
Yeah, you're going to have to go away. We got Oscars coming in. But, you know, originally the Oscars was held downtown, remember, right? The first Academy Awards was held in downtown LA. So I don't know if this is a flashback to nostalgia where they first had it in downtown LA. But I always thought Hollywood's a good place to do it. Maybe the contract rolled out. I didn't get too much into the details of it because, you know, you can't really believe what you read anyway about this. It could have been a
so here
money
we go.
dispute.
LA Live, the
that?
23-acre, 4 million square foot sports and entertainment district recently expanded its plaza, will host the Oscars red carpet arrivals activities. Significantly more people will be able to attend the Oscars ceremony at the Peacock Theater, which currently seats 7,100 compared to the Dolby Theater, which only seats 3,400. By the time of the move, the Peacock Theater may go by a different name. Its naming rights come up for grabs in 2028.
So they're going to have more people there? More tickets?
It's double the size. It's 7,000 seats compared to 3,400 seats. So a lot more people can go, which I agree because, you know, a lot of these movies, like when I was in Maria Full of Grace got Catalina Sandino Moreno, the lead, she got nominated for an Oscar. None of the cast was allowed to go because there just wasn't any room. If it had
like
been
at least in the lobby, were you standing in the front protesting?
No, we were not invited. We were not invited.
You were at home? You didn't go to Oscar party or nothing?
Nope.
Oh, those bastards.
Yep. So,
when you win your Oscar, you can make sure to tell the story when you actually win your Oscar.
I will. I could have been there in 2004, but I had to wait another 30 years.
Hey, you know, the longer the wait, the sweeter the victory. That's how it goes.
And if it's 30 years, 40 years, 50 years, I don't care. You know, I think it's an honor to be recognized by your peers and the community, and so I would be there.
The only thing about the Oscars that pisses me off there. Now I will say the whole memory thing they did really good this year. About all the people memoriam? That passed off. Memoriam was starting with Rob Reiner, of course.
Yeah, and then tragedy. Barbra Streisand sang the song "The Way We Were."
Robert Redford, all these people, and a good friend of mine. Let me give a shout out quickly to you'll see her next year.
Okay.
Judy Pace, actress Judy Pace passed away a couple of months ago, 2 weeks before the Oscars. Judy Pace is a friend of the family. And her daughter went to law school. Her daughter and my wife are best friends. They went to law school together. Judy Pace has two daughters.
Judy Pace.
Yes. Cotton Comes to Harlem. Did a lot of Sanford and Son,
Crown
Batman.
Effect.
Yes.
Yeah.
She passed away. Woman. Got two daughters. One's an actress. Julia Pace is an actress. She's been on Days of Our Lives. And her oldest daughter, and she was married to what's his name? The guy who played the brother who pushed around Ironside in the TV show. Don Mitchell. Don Mitchell. She saw and then she later got married to Curt Flood, an ex-baseball player who challenged the free agent system. And he's passed on now. I've met Judy Pace. I've been to her house a couple of times. She told my girlfriend that she thought I was really, really cute, and I was very blushing about that because she was a extremely hot woman, and back in the day, that a hot actress like her thought I was cute, and very nice woman, very classy woman. So we'll see her next. She was 84 years young. She passed away in her sleep. We should hope that for ourselves. She said goodnight to her family. She was staying with her family in Marina Del Rey. She said goodnight, and she passed away peacefully in her sleep. We all should have it that good.
Oh, absolutely.
And so you'll see her next year in the memorial. We're going to make sure actress Judy Pace gets seen in that. So props to her. And she never was nominated for an Oscar, but she's a piece of Hollywood history, especially she's Black Hollywood royalty. Judy Pace, rest in power.
Rest in power, my love.
Okay. Well, that's it for this week, Patricia.
That's right. Because you
we got a wonderful interview coming on.
That's
Another
right.
interview.
Excellent. Well, have a great weekend, everyone. Go out there and stand for your rights. Fight for your freedom. There are no kings in this country. Make sure this administration hears that loud and clear.
And
stay safe.
If you go out there, you might meet Patricia Ray, take a picture, she'll sign an autograph for you, and all that good stuff. Not she's gonna pump herself up, but meet Patricia Ray at the No Kings protest starring Patricia Ray.
That's right. That's right.
You've got the world famous pop culture show with Dr. J
and Patricia Ray.
Oh, at New HD Radio.